A puppet shoot is the special effects production that no one saw coming.
How do you capture a quality performance when your star is literally a pile of fleece and fur and can't do anything on its own?
With Puppeteers, of course. But how do you hide the Puppeteers? How do you frame your shots? How do the Puppeteers see what they're doing? And why do they even need to? Let's get started!
Welcome to the Swazzle Puppet Studio. I'm Sean.
And I'm Patrick.
Today, we'll be sharing practical advice that you can use on your next puppet shoot.
We'll also give you information about the basic equipment you'll need.
Whether you're using puppets for a movie, a television commercial, a streaming series, or a YouTube video,
these tips will demystify the puppet filming process and help you stay on schedule and on budget.
At Swazzle, we've built puppets for projects of all sizes.
For the purpose of this video, we'll be talking about moving mouth puppets with rod hands or live hands.
Let's start by talking about the job of the puppeteer. Puppeteers are actors who bring inanimate objects to life.
One way to guarantee that your shoot is successful is to bring on puppeteers who have experience performing puppets on camera.
The most expensive time for a puppeteer to learn their craft is when cameras are rolling.
You can find skilled puppeteers by holding auditions, reviewing demo reels, or scheduling workshops ahead of your shoot.
The number of puppeteers required for your production will be based on the number of puppets that are used and what those puppets need to do.
For hero shots, we recommend 2 puppeteers per puppet.
One puppeteer performs the head and body, while the other puppeteer performs the hands.
For shots that include lots of puppets, you'll need at least 1 puppeteer per puppet.
For more complex shoots involving lots of puppeteers, you will need a puppet captain.
The puppet captain's job is to communicate with production and the puppeteers.
They attend production meetings, review schedules, assign roles, and troubleshoot more complex shots.
Puppeteers perform puppets off camera, usually over their heads.
Therefore, the most important piece of equipment for your puppet shoot is a puppeteer monitor with a live feed from the camera with no delay.
A monitor will also save your production time and money while allowing the puppeteer to deliver a quality performance.
By using a dedicated monitor, the puppeteer can ensure that their head is out of shot, the puppet is in the correct position, all while maintaining a proper eye line and delivering a nuanced performance.
The monitor will also allow the director to communicate their needs with the puppeteer.
Because the puppeteer is seeing the same image the director is seeing, notes can be easily given and understood by the puppeteer.
We recommend at least 1 monitor per puppeteer. More monitors may be required depending upon what you're shooting.
For example, if you're filming a complex scene with lots of action, puppeteers moving around, then you'll want to place multiple monitors around the set at different locations.
Monitors are usually placed on the ground. When the puppeteers look down at the monitors, it also helps keep their head out of shot.
If you're shooting a scene with multiple cameras, the puppeteer will need to see the feed from each camera on their monitor.
One of the most valuable members of the puppet production team is the puppet wrangler.
The puppet wrangler's job is to prepare the puppet for each shot and care for the puppets during production.
Think of them as hair, makeup, costumes, and first aid for the puppets.
The puppet wrangler will need a dedicated table near the set to do their work.
A puppet wrangler will bring a fully stocked set kit that will include everything they'll need to rig and repair the puppet.
When shooting puppets, good communication is the best way to make sure everyone is prepared and no one's taken by surprise.
One way to communicate your ideas with multiple departments and team members is with storyboards.
Storyboards are drawings of what you plan to shoot, kind of like a comic.
They can be fully detailed illustrations or simple sketches, as long as they clearly translate the actions for each shot.
One way to create the illusion that your puppet is a living character is with camera placement.
There are lots of different ways to hide puppeteers, but the simplest way is to frame them out.
Puppet sets can be elevated 3 or 4 feet above the ground.
Allowing the puppeteers to walk freely while performing the puppets.
An elevated set will require that the cameras be elevated as well. That way the puppets can be shot in a more natural way.
If an elevated set is not practical, or you're filming on location,
the puppeteers can either sit or lay down to get out of the shot.
Whether the puppeteers are standing, sitting, or laying down, it's generally best not to point the camera down at the puppets.
When the camera looks down at a puppet, it becomes very difficult to hide the puppeteers. In addition to Puppeteer monitors, some other pieces of equipment you'll need are rollers, apple boxes, and C-stands.
In order to get the puppet to reach the proper height for the shot,
the puppeteer may need to sit or stand on apple boxes.
Apple boxes are wooden boxes that come in different sizes and shapes and are common on most film sets.
Rolling dollies are a good option if the puppeteer needs to sit, but the puppet needs to move throughout the frame.
There are lots of different types of rolling dollies, but the best ones have quiet wheels and adjustable seats.
When it comes time to light the puppets, we recommend putting the puppets on a C-stand.
This will allow your crew to do their work more effectively.
We hope you found these tips helpful.
If you have specific questions about your puppet shoot, feel free to schedule a consultation with us.
We can answer your questions and provide our professional recommendations.
To schedule a consultation, visit swazzle.com and we'll get back to you with our rates and availability.
Remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time in the Swazzle Puppet Studio. Goodbye!